How dare you sit there and say that ADHD, ADD is not real? How dare you? I have ADD. I've had it all my life. I was born with it. Okay? So how dare you sit there and say that everything that I have done, everything I have struggled with, has been false? That's made up by the drug companies? Explain this, if you will. You have the non-ADD person, and you have the ADD person. The ADD person takes the medication, the Ritalin, which in essence is sort of like speed. It's a stimulant. But instead of them bouncing off the walls, it keeps them from bouncing off the walls. It reacts opposite the non-ADD person, who, if they were to take the ADD medication, let's say Ritalin, they would be bouncing off the walls as opposed to calming down. Everything that would happen in the ADD person would happen opposite in the non-ADD person. Everything that happens in the non-ADD person happens opposite in the ADD person. Stimulants act like depressants. Depressants act like stimulants. Explain that. I bet you can't. I know for a fact that I have ADD. I have attention deficit disorder. I have struggled through school. I was behind my peers in mathematics and writing. My handwriting is atrocious. I still struggle today with mathematics. I have to use a calculator for things that most people can do in their head. I had to have special education in math for about 2 or 3 years just to learn addition, just to learn subtraction. I still don't know some of my times tables because I was sick the week they taught it, and I was never able to catch up. I don't know my eights tables. I do up to a point, maybe about up to 8 times 3. After that, it's all a blank. Except for 8 times 9, because I can do that on my fingers. But the point is, how dare you deny the struggles I have gone through in my life? I have been through stuff that you couldn't even imagine. My brain is not wired the same as yours. And not just because you're some psycho loony with a doctorate. Because, I don't know. You're too much for words. Let me explain to you the way my mind works. This is how I described it to my mother so that she could be my best advocate, so that I could get all the help I could get for school, so that I could get the help deserved, required for me in order to learn. Imagine, if you will, about 50 million song clips, not whole songs, just song clips, racing through your mind, all very loud. Turn the volume all the way up, very loud. And then you have random facts, figures, trivia, birthdays, that you've learned from life, media, friends, family, whatever. Just random facts. All over your mind. And then you have lists of everything you're supposed to do that day, the next day, that week, that month, all racing through your mind. And all of this has happened at the same time. None of it's organized. It's all scattered all over the floor of my mind, if you will. And on top of that, in a classroom setting, I, teacher gives the instructions, and then you break up into groups or individual to do the classwork. And inevitably, because kids are kids, people are people, there's talking, there's gossiping, all over. There's all the little cliques and friends in class. And they're all whispering to each other. I can hear every single one of those conversations, pay attention to every single one of those conversations, process every single one of those conversations, and understand every single one of those conversations. All while everything is going through my mind that I previously explained. And in that, I have to pick out the teacher's voice, understand the teacher, learn the lesson being taught. I have to know what is being said. I have to learn what's being said through all of that noise. Through all of that. Oh, I forgot one more thing. In my mind, with all of this noise that's going on inside there, imagine, if you will, just a radio station, just static. Nothing but static, dead air. And it's just kind of like a background noise behind everything. Like that. So behind all of this static, these facts, figures, random facts, and songs, and lists of things to do, and outside conversations going on around you, you've got to pick out one person's voice in all of that and understand them and learn what they're teaching you. You try doing that. Download all the music you can think of. Millions of songs. Just as many songs as you can. Play them all at once as loud as you can. And then find a radio station on the radio that's just static, and turn that up, not so it's loud, just so it's a background noise to all of that. And then have people stand around you and gossip and talk and whisper and all of that. And then have one person standing near you, about as far away as a teacher would be from their class. So maybe have them standing 5-10 feet away from you, talking normal, and giving you instructions that you must learn. You must know. You must. You have no choice. It's life or death. You have to know this. You have to be able to repeat what they say word for word. It is that important. And you have all this noise going on around you, and it's a very tight, enclosed circle of noise. A wall of noise, if you will. And they're all the way out here, outside that circle of noise. And you have to hear above that, around that, through it, to hear that one person, to learn that one piece of information that could save your life. Or in a school setting, pass a test. The medicine quiets all that down. I know, I took Ritalin for 7 years. It only stopped working because I hit puberty. Medicine works. No matter what you say, it works. And anything else that you say is a lie. So how dare you? How dare you deny my struggles? How dare you?